Soldiers Angels is an organization with a mission to honor and show gratitude to every generation of veteran and to help our military men and women currently serving.
Max Massey shows us there's a group that is in the midst of a Warm Feet for Warriors campaign.
When you're overseas, it's the small comforts of home that you miss. So having these shipped over are very nice, you know, so you have a little bit of comforts of home and you're a little bit more comfortable.
Meet Stephanie Costa. She served in the Navy attached to a helicopter squadron based out of Corpus Christi.
Being a veteran, I understand what it means to get some support from back home. And sometimes your loved ones just don't know how to reach out. And so organizations like this do. And they provide great support for our troops, not just here, but overseas as well.
We are collecting 75,000 pairs of socks with our Warm Feet for Warriors campaign.
The most requested item from deployed service members and veterans in a VA hospital, they're socks. And you can donate online or just come to Soldiers Angels Vet Center and drop them off. Donations are accepted until the end of March.
Visit our website at soldiersangels.org and you can find all the information about Warm Feet for Warriors. You can donate online or you can volunteer.
These care packages mean so much to our military men and women who are serving, not only because they're special socks, but because in every package, there's something sweet.
It is nice getting a care package. And, you know, we usually ship a lot of candy, too, and they love that.
Since the program began in 2017, more than 265,000 pairs of socks have been collected and distributed to deployed troops and veterans. And it really does help out.
Having some quality socks that are shipped over are very nice to have.
Max Massey, KSAT12 News.
If you would like to donate, we have all the information on when, where, and how right now on KSAT.com.
Taking a live look outside with live cam, lots of clouds, a little bit of drizzle here and there, maybe a shower or two, but get ready. More stuff's coming.
Yeah, we've got more headed our way, and we need the rainfall in the worst way. We've got a huge deficit to make up, and I think this will help a little bit. We're just kind of chipping into it. This year so far has been pretty good for us. Let's look at the radar. Looks busy, but keep in mind this is all really light stuff. This is not going to amount to much. If you step outside, you may get a little bit of drizzle. There are a couple of places where we're getting some heavier downpours, but I mean, this is a really small shower just crossing over Highway 90 there, and it's moving quickly. So this is not going to be a big rainmaker yet. As we get into tonight, though, I think it becomes a little more widespread, and there's going to be some spots where we'll get a little heavier rainfall. So that's what we are looking forward to. In the meantime, it's just this light stuff. 70 degrees at the airport, 67 Helotes, 67 Comfort, 66 in Bandera, we're up to 74 in Gonzales. It'll be a warm day, but temperatures aren't going to advance a lot more from where they are now just because of the cloud cover. And it is, the air is thick. It's humid. It does not feel like February. 71 degrees at 3 o'clock, 71 at 4 o'clock, 40% chance of some showers. We'll bring those rain chances up and add in some thunderstorm chances as we get into tonight. 63, 70% chance rain at 8 o'clock, 70% chance 9 p.m. through 11 p.m. And then by tomorrow morning, we'll still have some lingering showers before all of this gets out of here by tomorrow afternoon. We'll look at that, plus the 7-day forecast for you coming up in just a few minutes.
Looking ahead, President Biden will deliver his first State of the Union address since Democrats lost control of the House in the November elections.
The annual speech comes as polls show that many Americans are not happy with President Biden's job performance.
ABC's Faith Abube is on Capitol Hill with the latest.
Fresh off a stronger than expected jobs report, President Biden eager to tout a robust American economy among his accomplishments during his State of the Union address to a joint session of Congress and the American people.
Yeah, I want to talk to the American people and let them know the state of affairs, what's going on.
The president is expected to tout record job growth coming out of a crushing pandemic, trying to make the case that his policies have helped reduce the unemployment rate to the lowest it's been in 53 years. But amid the positive outlook, inflation remains high, and there's real economic anxiety across the country. A new ABC News Washington Post poll finds 4 out of 10 Americans say they feel worse off financially since President Biden took office.
The president uniquely understands that we have a lot more work to do when it comes to the economy.
As the president touts his accomplishments like the bipartisan infrastructure bill and Inflation Reduction Act, he'll also make the case for Americans to be optimistic about the future. He's likely to call for unity, and policing reform, with the parents of Tyree Nichols, the man beaten to death by Memphis police officers, in the room. The annual address comes as President Biden faces a host of challenges, both domestically and abroad. A politically divided Congress with the Republican-led House forcing a showdown over raising the nation's debt ceiling. And now growing tensions with China after the U.S. shot down a suspected spy balloon that China insists was a civilian airship. Republicans hammering the president as the administration alleges China made several previous attempts to fly a spy balloon over the U.S. House Republicans now backing off a previously discussed resolution to condemn the president's handling of the incident today.
There were many opportunities over the Pacific Ocean to shoot it down before it could actually carry out its mission.
And security is tight around the Capitol ahead of the president's address tonight. The fencing we saw after the January 6th attack has gone back up. In the meantime, Arkansas Governor and former White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders would deliver the Republican response. On Capitol Hill, Faith Abube, ABC News.
In consumer news this noon, the artificial intelligence race is heating up. Google rolling out Bard, a rival to Microsoft's ChatGPT, which can write essays and pass law school exams. Google plans to roll it out to the public in the coming weeks after testing it with a small group. It's designed to explain complex subjects or provide simple information like party planning tips.
A Microsoft event today expected to detail plans for bringing ChatGPT and the company's search engine Bing together. A recent report revealed integration could include a larger search box for chatting as opposed to submitting search inquiries.
Twitter will now send users back to the feed they last used before closing their tabs. When Twitter went to the For You and Following format last month, it automatically defaulted to the For You feed. The fix is available on both Android and iOS.
You're going to soon have to pay a bit more to get the best seats at AMC movie theaters. The movie chain says it is introducing new ticketing pricing options that depend on where you sit. It's just like the airlines, right? For now, there are three options. First, standard price, which AMC says will be for the most common seats. If you want a seat in the middle of the theater, you're going to have to pay a premium. And if you'd rather save money and get the cheapest seat, craning your neck in the front row will now cost less than a regular ticket. The new pricing will first roll out on Friday in New York, Chicago, and Kansas City, but it is set to hit all AMC theaters, including here, before the end of the year.
If you plan on getting married, here you go. Cracker Barrel is offering free meals for a year for 5 lucky couples that get engaged at its restaurants. It's part of the restaurant chain's Valentine's Day giveaway. So here's what you have to do. You take a shot at winning. Each couple will need to get engaged at any Cracker Barrel location. Then they need to post a video of their Cracker Barrel proposal to Instagram between February 10th and 16th. The posts need to include a caption that explains why they decided to propose at the iconic restaurant, along with the hashtag I said yes at Cracker Barrel and hashtag contest. Candidates also need to follow the restaurant's official Instagram account.
One of the biggest movies of all time sailing back into theaters this weekend. You can't believe it, right? Titanic, 25 years old. It's celebrating its anniversary with the theatrical re-release. The film debuted in North American theaters on December 19th, 1997. The slight delay to the anniversary release is likely, and rightly so, due to James Cameron's latest blockbuster. Yeah, he did Avatar 2, The Way of Water. It arrived in theaters just 3 days before Titanic's anniversary. You can check out showtimes this weekend if you want to see it again.
Now the debate is whether or not Jack could have survived on that piece of wood.
Well, they figured it out, right?
Yeah, I think. I don't think it could have.
I don't think he could have either.
Still ahead at 12:30. UTSA Road Runners are cashing in on this season's success with recruiting. How their class stacks up against the competition.
And after the break, the tickets for Beyonce's Renaissance tour went on sale yesterday. When we come back, how is Ticketmaster planning on handling the high demand after all that mess with Taylor Swift?
All eyes on Ticketmaster as Beyonce's Renaissance tour tickets went on sale yesterday for the first group of verified fans. And with desperate and eager fans taking to crowdfunding sites to raise money for the much-anticipated concert, The Better Business Bureau says scams are very likely, so beware before you buy into the frenzy.
They're ignoring the red flags because they just want to get those tickets, and scammers are taking advantage of that.
Meanwhile, lawmakers in Washington are bracing for a possible repeat of the Taylor Swift presale fiasco on Ticketmaster that left countless fans empty-handed and triggered a Senate hearing on the issue. The Senate Judiciary Committee tweeting at Ticketmaster, "We're watching."
First of all, there were fewer tickets to satisfy the demand. So that starts with problem.
Ticketmaster says demand to register for a chance to buy tickets exceeded the number of available tickets by more than 800%, but says it's taking new measures to avoid another debacle, saying it will use verified fan technology to make sure more tickets go to fans and not resellers. Here's what the BBB recommends to avoid scams. 1, only purchase from venues or legitimate sellers on their actual websites. Avoid buying on social media and verify trustworthy resellers and vendors on bbb.org. 2, watch out for fake websites.
You think you're on Ticketmaster's website, but you really aren't. They'll copy and paste the same pictures, and they'll just change the words of the name of the company by 1 or 2 letters in the URL.
3, only use protected payment methods. Don't pay cash, debit, or wire transfer and opt for a credit card instead, since it may be easier to dispute those fraudulent charges. Sarah Acosta, KSAT12 News.
Outside with live cam, cloudy and some showers here and there.
All right, we're hunkering down for tonight.
Yeah, there could be a few showers and storms. It's not anything too much to worry about, but just don't be surprised if you hear a clap of thunder. It wakes you up in the middle of the night. Because we have a front coming through that may generate some showers and storms. So far today, 70 is the high, 64 is the low, so not a lot of movement and temperatures. And the records are 86 and 13. It just goes to show you how wild it can be in February. We can get a whole host of weather. Those were set back in 2017 and 1895, respectively. We'll look at the radar one more time, get you set for the rest of your afternoon and evening. Coming up.
All right, we've got the umbrellas ready, the galoshes.
Muckalucks?
You know.
Muckalucks.
I was ready
the
for that to
sad
come
thing
out.
is we really, despite all the bad weather we had last week and it's kind of muddy and icky outside, we need some rain. Our aquifer is still not responding.
It's true. It's going to take a lot more than what we're going to get tonight. But as I keep saying, we're just sort of chipping away at this drought, and that may be the way it goes here in 2023. But just glad to see that we have chances of rain ever so often, because we had a really bad stretch last year where we went several weeks without anything. So here's a look at the radar right now. And yeah, we've got some light showers working their way through town. These are pretty quick moving. They're not going to put down a lot of rain. You may see some sprinkles, maybe some drizzle, and then on occasion, if you're in the right spot, you can see one of these heavier downpours. But I mean, they are small and they're moving quick. So you got to be pretty lucky to get underneath one of these. Let me zoom in closer to one that is right over downtown. And it's working its way right through the heart of downtown as we speak. We can zoom in pretty close here, right through Southtown. But look, I mean, we're talking a couple blocks here where we're actually getting some rain. This is one of those situations where it may be raining in your backyard, but not your front yard, But this will work its way through downtown and then move north, and we'll see a few more of these kind of showers popping up throughout the rest of the afternoon. And into tonight, it will become more widespread. We'll see more of it. And in fact, we could start to see some lightning and thunder mixed in there too. There's the scene outside. It is still cloudy. 70 degrees at the airport, 72 Stinson. We've got light southerly winds. I should also mention the wind gusts. We've got some stronger winds out in Del Rio, not necessarily here yet, but I think winds will pick up some too. We'll get a southerly wind today. And once the front comes through tonight, more of a northerly wind. Some gusty winds involved there, maybe some gusts 20 to 25. So just a heads up in that department. Here's the big picture. We've got a low, upper level low spinning out here over parts of New Mexico. You got a frontal boundary that's about right there. So those two things combined are what are going to give us our chance for rain going into tonight. We have plenty of energy there and some good moisture to work with too. So it's all good. But if you're traveling north to Dallas or North Texas, you'll run into some rain there as well. Let's time out the forecast here. By 3 o'clock, still seeing some of those showers. By 7 o'clock, we'll start to see the rain become more focused along this front. And then as it moves into San Antonio, I think we have a pretty decent chance for rain. That's right around 10 o'clock. where we could see some showers and storms. Could there be a strong storm? Sure, but I think the risk for severe weather is on the low end. Meteorologist Adam Caskey will keep you up to date. Tonight at 10 o'clock, we'll have the latest. It'll be right there on the 10 o'clock show, where we'll probably have the radar be fairly busy. 70% chance of rain then. And then as we get into tonight and early tomorrow morning, 5 a.m., some showers and maybe a few storms behind the front too. This, in fact, lingers through early tomorrow morning before we start to see this move east, and then eventually we get some clearing by the afternoon and evening. Keep in mind that your morning commute is going to be fairly damp. Dew points will fall off behind this front. We'll see it get fairly dry and then maybe build back up on Sunday, and then into early next week is when we have our next chance of rain. Very quickly, rainfall amounts. Best numbers will be up to our north and east, about an inch there, half an inch to an inch in San Antonio, lower amounts west. So this will be a good rain event for us. Not a huge one, but a good one. 72 Thursday and sunny. We get another front that cools us down for Friday. We start off at 37 and end up at 58. 32 Saturday morning. We could see a light freeze as we head into the weekend, and then a few sprinkles on Sunday with some better rain chances by early next week, guys.
Get it out of the way before rodeo. All right, still to come. Being in the hospital is not fun for anyone, but especially for little kids. How you can help brighten up their day by sending them a Valentine's Day card.
And UTSA continues to improve on the recruiting trail, how they're doing against other teams. Coming up next. Despite not having a full-time recruiting staff, Coach Jeff Traylor and his UTSA Roadrunners bringing in some pretty talented players. The 2023 signees, now UTSA's #1 football class in program history, and the top recruiting class in the American Athletic Conference after back-to-back USA Conference championships. Perception of the program obviously a lot better, which certainly makes it easier for Coach Traylor to land those big-time recruits.
It's easier to get in the homes. That would be the best way to put it. Easier to get in the homes, easier to get phone calls taken. Birds up, meet's pretty cool. And it does help that our NFL success is really helping. Tariq Woolen, Pro Bowl, Spencer Burford starting NFC Championship game, Leroy Watson. We've got kids, in the XFL. We've got kids everywhere right now that are doing well, and all that just helps.
Who doesn't like birds up, beep, beep?
I like that.
That's pretty cool.
Battle of Flowers, Grand Marshal right there.
That's him. That's exciting. Good for him. That'll be fun.
All right, we're going to head on over to some of our other fun favorite people. SA Live.
Yes, that's right. And of course, with the big game happening this weekend, how about scoring a touchdown with some luxury charcuterie boards?
Or Valentine's, whatever. Our good friend Brian Gonzalez from The Board Couple is here, and you've got a nice little lesson about wine and what to eat with it, particularly chocolate.
There's some proper ways to pair wine and chocolate, but we're going to go over today how to break all those rules.
Okay. Sweeter wine than what you're eating, right?
That's the rule. We're going to see what we can do today, though.
And of course, we have Adina Anderson here, who's got some creative ways to show your love without breaking the bank, right?
Yes. I got one of these for my aunt for her birthday, and it was like $100. I'm going to show how to make one for a quarter of the price.
And you can make it for just a matter of a couple of bucks right there. So, all right, computing. Kids know all about it, and so does Jen.
Robotics, STEAM, coding, and Minecraft?
But Jen, they're not actually playing Minecraft. They're learning how to develop a game like Minecraft and code a game like Roblox.
They're learning all of that here and more at iCode, and find out how you can get a free trial class. That's coming up today, 1 o'clock on SA Live.
Want a classic cocktail? How about the bar coming to you? Yes, indeed. Tapster's Mobile Bar, and we are going to make some of the good ones.
All that and more when SA Live continues in just a few minutes.